You know, I bet Dad is really gonna miss you when you're dead and gone. I know I will.
Is the Apollo Theater big?
I told you, it's the biggest, the best.
But when are we gonna get there?
Man, you are about to enjoy the result of yet another perfect Jerome prank.
You know, it's so amazing how that twisted little mind of yours never stops working.
Oh, you shut up.
Hey, we don't say shut up in this family.
Hey, but Dad.
Hey, hush up.
I just can't wait to be king.
Imagine this. A teenage Jason Weaver sitting in his living room with his mom, Kitty Haywood, a contract from Disney in front of them, offering $2 million up front. The deal? Sing as young Simba in The Lion King.
They offered you a $2 million check to sing the parts in The Lion King.
Yep,
Not even do the voice yet, just do the singing parts.
just sing.
Life-changing money for most families, but Kitty Haywood knew better. What happened next would cement Jason Weaver as one of the smartest child stars in Hollywood history. But that's just the beginning of this wild story. From rejecting millions to finding himself in the center of Hollywood controversy, Jason Weaver's life has been a whirlwind of fame, music, and scandal. Grab your popcorn because we're about to take you through his rise, fall, and ultimate comeback. Born on July 18, 1979, in Chicago, Illinois, Jason Weaver was destined for greatness. His mother, Kitty Haywood, was a well-known jingle singer and a member of the R&B group Kitty and the Haywoods. Jason's talent wasn't just encouraged, it was inevitable. He grew up in a household filled with music and creativity, which set the stage for his future. Jason attended Thornwood High School in South Holland, Illinois, and even as a kid, it was clear that he had something special. His mom made sure he was prepared for the world of entertainment, teaching him the value of hard work. And more importantly, how to navigate an industry that often chews young talent up and spits them out. In 1994, Jason got the opportunity of a lifetime. Disney wanted him to voice and sing for young Simba in The Lion King. They offered him a $2 million flat fee, a huge sum for a kid from Chicago. But Jason's mom saw the bigger picture. Instead of taking the $2 million, she negotiated for $100,000 up front plus royalties. At the time, Disney rarely gave royalties to young actors unless they were already big stars. But Kitty wasn't about to let her son miss out on long-term success.
To being offered $2 million up front, and your mom was smart enough to turn that down.
Absolutely. Shout out to my mother. No, I mean,
So you gave up $1.9 million.
at that time.
At that time.
At that time, yeah.
Fast forward to today. Jason's decision to forego the $2 million has earned him over $1.9 million and counting. Those royalty checks are still coming in, thanks to one of the highest-grossing animated films of all time. In a 2019 interview with Vlad TV, Jason revealed, "When we got that first royalty check, my mom and I thought it was a mistake. But that deal has taken care of me to this day." Talk about playing the long game. By the late 90s, Jason was a household name, starring as Marcus Henderson, the smooth-talking older brother in Smart Guy.
Or is the Colonel picking you up?
Now, how the hell you get on Smart Guy? 'Cause first of all, Taj is goddamn light skinned.
Yeah.
The other nigga is light skinned.
Yeah.
The daddy is light skinned. And you dark skinned.
He wasn't.
Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you, DC. Man, that audition was flawless, bro.
That's one of the ones where you just knew.
Nah,
You
real
knew.
shit.
Real
No, that
shit.
audition, you killed that
You killed the role.
audition.
Everybody want a big brother like you. Everybody.
I appreciate no, and that, I think that
Everybody.
was the thing.
I feel
Shout
that.
out to Omar Gooden too. Like we would after work, we would study other sitcoms and other performers.
This show.
So we turn on their show, we study, be like, we gonna do that shit better next week. We
Right.
gonna flip it like this, and so me and Omar was like doing that all the time. You know, just playing with the craft.
Yeah.
Like just trying to figure out how to be better.
The show was a hit, But behind the scenes, things weren't always as perfect as they seemed. Sources close to the show say there were heated disagreements between Jason and the producers about his character's direction. The network wanted Marcus to be a typical dumb jock, but Jason fought to give him more depth and complexity. In interviews, Jason has hinted at how networks often used black shows to build an audience, only to pivot toward more mainstream content later. Despite these struggles, Smart Guy remains a beloved classic, and Jason still speaks fondly of the experience. Jason's talent wasn't limited to acting. He had a promising music career, too.
I've been doing sitcoms for a long time and it's been fun. You know, I've made a lot of good money off it. I've been blessed. I've been blessed with a good career. And now God has blessed me with this feature where hopefully I can break out and hopefully do more features.
He released an album, Love Ambition, on Motown Records and even collaborated with artists like Marcus Houston. But record label politics and creative differences held him back. I loved singing, but I hated the music business. Too many suits trying to dictate my identity as an artist.
And the main reason is because when I was at Motown, I just kind of felt like I wasn't able to express myself fully as an artist. I felt that I was dictated to more than my ideas being heard. I felt like I was moving in a way as an artist that was unauthentic as far as who I was and what I wanted to represent and what my story was. And there were a lot of suits and a lot of adults telling me what to do. And ultimately, because, and this is my personal opinion, because it wasn't coming from me, because it wasn't coming from my heart and my spirit, it wasn't received as well as it should have been, because I think that's kind of what the public may have felt as well. Like, I don't think they felt anything too genuine and authentic from it.
Jason eventually stepped away from music, disillusioned by how black artists were treated. Despite that, his feature on Chingy's hit One Call Away gave him another taste of mainstream success. At 44, Jason Weaver has shifted his focus behind the scenes. He's involved in content development and producing, working on everything from podcasts to independent films. He even launched a sports and entertainment podcast called Statlines Matter. He's also been vocal about the need for fair treatment of actors and musicians, calling out predatory contracts and pushing for transparency in streaming royalties. We're not replaceable. We're an essential part of the storytelling process.
You know, I've been in the game so long, and the one thing that I've learned about this business and something that I've come to appreciate is that this is a marathon and not a sprint. Like, I'm running a marathon. Like, I've been here, I've been in this thing before certain people have come into it. They've done their thing, they've exited. I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? Still active, still involved, still relevant, if you want to call it. I hate when people use that word, because I think that true artists and true art is timeless.
Jason's wisdom and experience have made him a respected figure in Hollywood. He's proof that sometimes the smartest move is knowing your worth and standing your ground. So, what will Jason Weaver be remembered for? Sure, he's the voice that made millions of kids believe they couldn't wait to be king. But he's also the actor who refused to let Hollywood put him in a box, the musician who walked away from the industry on his own terms, and the man who showed us all that sometimes the biggest power move is saying no to the quick money. Next time you watch The Lion King or catch a Smart Guy rerun, remember this. That's not just talent you're seeing. It's the story of a young man who, with his mama's guidance, outsmarted Hollywood at its own game. And if that ain't worth spilling tea about, I don't know what is. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel to keep watching more such inspirational backstories of your childhood celebs.